rascal, stop that! Stop that! Here, cut that out now.
You leave him alone! Leave him alone!
Go on, home here, stop that! Stop it, I say!
Leave him alone! You leave him alone! Kill him! You kill him, you murderer! You kill him!
What'd you do it for?
Why'd you do it? Kill him.
Joey!
Pop?
Yeah, Joey, it's me.
I didn't mean to do it, Bob.
I know you didn't, son.
Don't let him take me away, Pop. Don't let him take me away.
Listen to me, son. We're going away, you and me. We're going far away where nobody will ever find us, ever.
Honest, Pop?
Honest, son.
Didn't mean to be bad. I didn't mean to kill nobody.
We all make mistakes, Joey. You made a big one. There's nothing we can do about that now. But you gotta promise me that you'll always be good. To pay for your mistake.
I promise you, Pop. I'll do my best.
Jack?
My name ain't Jack. It's Joe.
Is that a fact? I could have sworn it was Jack. Boy, ain't much of a talker, is he?
What's there to talk about?
Oh, what you been doing, what you going to do?
I ain't been doing nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
There! Come on! What's eating the boy?
What do you mean?
Something's bothering him. Thought maybe you might want to get it off your chest. Might help the both of you.
Well, maybe you're right, Tom. Joey had an accident. Killed a man.
That's a pretty big load for a boy to carry around.
What am I gonna do? He can't seem to shake it off. I've tried to be dad and mother to him for years. Guess maybe I ain't been able to do all the things I should have done for him.
There's only one thing you can do. Keep on doing your best.
It ain't good enough, Tom. Joey runs deep. When he's glad clean through. And when he's hurt deep. He don't forget easy.
You're in Texas now. There's something about Texas is new and clean. Every day is a new life. The air is so clean and fresh. Why, I've seen a man tore to pieces by a load of 38 slugs, and come morning, he's as good as new. Yes, sir. There's something about this air that's mighty healing.
I hope so, Tom. I sure hope so.
You mind what I tell you. Come on.
Climb down quick and get your hands up. What's the matter, boy? You hard of hearing? Mighty brave boy you got here, mister.
Don't pay him no mind. He don't mean nothing.
That's right. He don't mean nothing.
There's no call for you to hit the boy.
You don't like it?
No.
All right, everybody out. Your hands up high and your pockets open wide.
Come on, Jake. There ain't no more we can do.
Pop never hurt nobody in his whole life.
Come on, son.
Someday I'll find him and I'll kill him.
That's a mighty sizable job, Jack. Lots of bad men in the West. And you didn't even get a good look at them.
Then I'll kill them all just to make sure.
Easy, son, easy. Why don't you come home to San Antone with me? A fella like me gets kind of lonesome sometimes. You could kind of mind the place while I'm out on my runs. Got a couple of good horses. You can ride them if you take care of them. One of them's a colt, Jack, just your size.
Well, maybe for a little while.
Good. That's real good. How old are you, Jack?
13 next month.
Boy, your age shouldn't go around unarmed. Take it. And don't ever abuse the right to carry it. That's a Navy Colt. Like it? Go ahead. Try it out, Joey.
You said my name was Jack. So that's what it is. From now on, it's Jack Slade.
Dear Tom, guess maybe you thought I'd forgotten you. It just doesn't seem right that the years should go by so fast. Seems like yesterday that I left San Antone. Yet it's over 7 years since I've seen you. I've been in the United States Army for the past year. Seems like wherever there's trouble, you find me. But it looks like the war will be over soon. And if all goes well, maybe I'll be seeing you. With fondest regards and affection, I remain always your friend, Jack.
Can I get a horse shod? Right away?
Right away, he says. Every time I'm busy, everybody's in a hurry. I can't... Jack! Jack, my boy! Oh, you're a sight for these old eyes. Let me look at you. Oh, you've grown, son. About a foot, I'd say.
Tom, you don't look a day older.
I don't feel any older. Of course, the company thought different. They said I was too old to drive stages anymore. But what about you, son? You figuring on sticking around San Antone for a while?
Yeah, I'm going to be around a couple of days.
A couple of days? The roots come clean when your pop died, didn't they, son?
You ever kill a man, Tom?
No. Can't say as I have. Shot at a few in my time, but never killed any.
I have. Does something to you. Can't seem to stay in one place too long. You do, you think. Funny, the one thing I hate most in the whole world is a killer. I guess that's why I don't like myself too much.
Well, what are your plans? What are you going to do?
There's a wagon train headed north. I signed on.
You know, some of these days I'm going to drift out of here myself, as old as I am. I got no liking for foot nursing a bunch of horses. But as for now, let's celebrate. Let's see if you can hold your liquor like a soldier. Yes, sir. And I swear I never saw a man faster with a gun than my boy Jack here.
Tom, you talk too much.
That's right, he talks too much. Maybe you heard of me, mister. Name's Bolt McKay.
Maybe.
Look at me when I talk, mister. I'm getting mad, soldier boy. When I'm mad, I'm bad. Man says you're fast with a gun. How fast? That's fast enough. Bartender, whiskey.
Come on, Tom. The celebration's over. This one's for free. What is it with me, Tom? I seem to draw trouble like a dead horse draws flies.
It isn't you, Jack. He'd have tried it on anybody.
Oh, maybe. Well, I can't help wondering who's got the bullet with my name on it.
Yeah. Nobody will ever chop you down, Jack. When you go, it'll be nice and comfortable, like with your boots off.
Hola, guapo, ¿qué tal? Hace calor, ¿no?
Well, goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, son. Take care of yourself.
You too.
I'll be seeing you.
Howdy. Mind if I join up with you? I'm heading for St. Joe. I've seen some Indian signs and got a hankering for company. I could use an extra hand. Watch the end of the train. Thanks.
Keep driving. Get your rifle Rifle ready and keep driving.
Joe, keep going!
Now.
Marshal, do you realize you're asking me to fire the most competent man on the Great Missouri lines?
He's too competent. And I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. I don't say he hasn't done his job and then some. He goes out of his way to find trouble. He's a cold-blooded killer.
Well, how long do you think he'd last if he wasn't?
I'm not interested in how long he lasts. I'm just interested in getting him out of my territory. I'm a peace officer, and I intend to keep peace.
Ah, there wouldn't be any peace without men like Slade.
I want him out of town in 48 hours. Goodbye, Mr. Hill.
Oh, Jack.
Huh?
Come in a minute, will you? Sit down, Jack.
Thanks.
Buy you a drink?
Don't mind. What's the occasion?
I got to fire you, Jack,
What for?
because you've been doing your job too well.
No, that makes sense.
Mitch Talbot was just here, and he wants you out of town in 48 hours.
What do you want?
I want you to stay. Talbot is the law.
You mind?
Help yourself. I'm sorry, Jack.
Don't be. Time I was moving on anyway. One for the road. So long, Mr. Hill. Thanks. Pardon me. Excuse me where I'll find Jules, Rennie.
The stage office is straight ahead. If he ain't there, try the saloon.
Thank you.
Jules, I'm not accepting any more excuses. The stages must go through on schedule. To get them through, we need horses. If you can't keep our horses from being stolen, I'll get somebody who can.
Now, wait a minute, Dan. I'm doing the best I can. There ain't more than 24 hours in a day, you know.
I don't expect you to work 24 hours a day. But I do expect you to stay sober enough to keep a string of horses ready to go.
Sober? Who's drunk?
You are, Jules.
I ain't letting no wet-eared whelp tell me I'm drunk.
I'm telling you.
But you're wrong. I had a couple of drinks, maybe, but I ain't drunk by a long shot.
I'm not going to tell you again, Jules. Get those horses and we'll get a new man.
I was just taking a little nip before going out to look for them horses.
Forget the horses, you're through.
Now, you're through. Get out. All right. Who are you?
The name's Slade.
Jack Slade?
That's right.
Oh, I've heard you were a very tough man. Well, I'm a very tough man, too.
You're drunk.
I'll show you.
Who's he?
Rennie.
Jules Rennie?
That's right.
Well, that's that.
Slade, my name's Dan Traver.
Happy to know you, Miss Traver. I thought maybe I'd catch me a job here.
Well, I think so, too. You've got it.
Look, the Missouri lines fired me a couple of weeks ago. Does it mean anything to you?
Yeah, I heard about it.
You still want me?
This is a rough division.
No strings.
No strings, you'll be the boss. Come on, I'll show you the layout. Virginia!
Well, good morning.
Good morning. Virginia, I'd like you to meet Jack Slade.
I've heard of Mr. Slade.
Jack, this is Virginia Maria Dale.
Happy to know you, Virginia Maria.
Jack's our new superintendent.
Good luck.
Thanks. We have a little business to talk over before I leave for Laramie. Will I see you before I go?
Sure. You have to eat before you leave. Come on over. And bring the superintendent with you.
Thank you. Good friend of yours?
Very.
That makes you a very lucky man.
This way. Well, that's about it. It won't be easy. Most of them are killers. You'll be the only law in the division. You'll have your hands full.
Howdy, Mr. Traver.
Good morning. Oh, Hollis.
Yes, sir, Mr. Traver?
Meet the new boss.
Ah, howdy, mister. What happened to Jules?
I fired him.
Uh-uh. Looks like you're in trouble, Mr.
Slade, Jack Slade.
Slade? Like I just said, Jules better watch his manners. That's all I gotta say. Yes, I'm glad to know you, Captain.
Nice to know you, Hollis.
Yes, sir, mighty glad.
Well, shall we go over and sample some of Virginia's cooking?
By all means. Let's sample it. See you around, Hollis.
Yes, sir, Captain.
You know, it's kind of nice to sit down to a home-cooked meal for a change.
Think you might learn to like it?
I might.
I told you she was a good cook.
And you're no liar. It's one of the best meals I've ever had.
Just like Mother used to cook, Mr. Slade?
I wouldn't know. She died before I was old enough to remember.
That makes two of us. I lived with my father before he passed away last year.
Cigar, Jack?
Thanks, don't use them.
From what I hear, your life's been very interesting.
If you can call ducking bullets interesting. Hey, Jack?
It might be.
Now, what do you mean by that?
I told you I liked excitement, didn't I?
Now, there's a paradox of a woman. A wonderful person, kind, patient, beautiful, with a streak of Comanche in her a yard wide. Now, what would you do with a girl like that?
Yes, Mr. Slade. What would you do with a girl like that?
I'd probably ask her to marry me.
It's a free country.
Yeah, I hope we keep it that way.
Well, thanks again.
Going somewhere?
I thought I'd get down there before the stage comes in.
Good idea. I'll be along shortly.
All right, Dan. Goodbye, Virginia Maria. I'll be seeing you.
That you will, Mr. Slade.
That's a nice dog.
He's a dangerous man, Virginia.
I'm going to marry him, if he'll have me.
You're going to what?
You always said I was wilder than a Comanche.
But you don't even know him.
Don't I?
Virginia, listen to me. I hired Jack Slade because I need him. But he's a gunfighter, a killer.
I know.
You can't throw your life away, Virginia.
It's my life.
Now, listen to me. You'll never know from one day to the next whether you'll ever see him alive again. It'll do things to him, Virginia. You'll see him gradually slip away from you, and you won't be able to do anything about it.
You can live a lifetime in a day, Dan.
It can be a long and miserable day, Virginia.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Isn't there anything I can say?
Yes, you can wish me good luck.
All right. We'll need it. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
By the way, I won't be back through here for a while. I'm going to Salt Lake after I finish at Laramie. Write me if you need anything.
All right.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Tony!
Too busy for company?
Never too busy for you.
cooking didn't hurt you any.
Never felt better in my life.
Feel good enough to stay around a while?
Maybe.
I hope you stay.
Why?
I like you, Jack. Very much.
I like you too much.
I'll make my own terms. You're all I want.
I'm no good for anybody.
You're good for me. You belong to me.
I don't belong to anybody. Married Dan, he's good for a woman.
Not your woman, Jack.
Virginia Maria.
Oh, marry me. Now, today.
Not today, not ever. It wouldn't work.
I'll take a chance.
It's not a chance, it's a sure thing.
I'll gamble.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Come on, now. Go.
Haven't you got some work to do?
Yes, sir, Captain. I got a lot of work to do. But see, oh, well, maybe I better get right on down and do that work, huh, Captain?
Permit me, Mrs. Slade?
No slap?
No slap.
You know, being a respectable married man kind of scares me.
Sorry so soon?
Scared. Never sorry. No regrets? Ever?
Never.
Not even when it's over?
It won't be over.
Yes, it will. Someday. Maybe tomorrow. I'll walk out or they'll carry me out. One way or another, it'll happen.
For us, there'll be no tomorrow.
I love you, Virginia Maria.
Good morning.
Oh, morning, Captain.
What are you doing?
Working, just like you said.
Oh, Hollis, how many head of horses have we got?
Oh, about 150. They sure are a mangy bunch of buck jumpers, though.
Don't tell me we can't keep them long enough to break them.
That's a fact, Captain.
You got any idea where they've been going?
Yeah, I know where a lot of them been going, but I ain't gonna go get them.
I'll get them. Where are they?
Well, there's a ranch about 10 miles out of town run by Johnny Danton and his two sons. Well, sir, now, their herd keeps getting bigger and bigger all the time. But it ain't 'cause they're breeding them, Captain.
Why hasn't someone gone after them?
'Cause nobody's got the guts, Captain. And them boys have killed more good men than I got fingers. Most of them shot in the back. They're just about as low down and mean as they come. Yeah, meaner.
Well, Hollis, this section needs a cleaning out. I may as well start with the Dantons. Get yourself a drink, meet me in 10 minutes.
Yes, sir, Captain. I'll be waiting for you.
Good morning.
Well, what are you doing here?
How could I stay away? Didn't Dan say anything to you about that stuff?
No. Why?
Just thought I'd mention it. That's how Jules lost his job.
Jules didn't know how to handle it.
And you do.
I think so.
Sure? Mr. Slade.
I can handle anything now.
Something tells me I can pick 'em.
Oh, Cap! Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Jules is out on a tear. Been telling the boys he's gonna shoot you on sight.
Where is he?
Down to the saloon. And Captain, he's drunk. And he's mean.
Thanks.
Anything I can do?
Yeah? Tell him I'm coming after him.
Yes, sir, Captain. Oh, excuse me, ma'am.
Jack, be careful.
Get me home.
Sure, Captain.
Sorry so soon?
Scared. Never sorry.
No regrets? Ever?
No regrets. Jack. Are you sure you're strong enough to go back to work?
I was.
What does that mean?
Don't look at me that way.
I got something to say, and you better listen. Because I'm not going to say it again. I don't like outlaws, gunslingers, or bushwhackers. If any of you fit into this category, you'll oblige me by moving on. Now. Any comment?
The Dantons have done it again. Shot old Ed and run off with 15 head.
Come on.
Just throw a rock in any direction. Can't miss a company horse.
That's a fresh brand.
Yep. Sloppy job, ain't it, Captain?
And they're last. Go on back to the station.
Bet.
Feller coming. Hey, Slade, get in the house.
Hey, Slade's coming.
Name Danton?
That's right. What about it?
Who are you, boy? Come here, boy. I won't hurt you. Come here. What's your name, boy?
Name's Tump.
Tump. Any of these men your father?
No, I work for him.
Where's your mother?
Ain't got any.
Your daddy?
I don't know.
You got a last name?
No, just Tump.
Come on, Tump. Let's get out of here. What's the matter, son?
I'm afraid of you.
I'd kind of like to take care of you. You got no place to go. Sit down, son. You know, it wasn't too long ago I was a boy like you. How old are you, Tump?
13.
Just like you. Boy needs a friend, Tump. No good to grow up alone. You grow up too fast. I found a friend, Tump. And a boy needs one when he's got no father. Why don't you go in there and get your clothes? Come with me.
Jack. Let's go home, Jack. Here, Jack. This will make you feel better.
Saw a little boy chopped down today. Just a baby. Reminded me of another little boy a long time ago. Like to have helped the kid. Seems so all alone. I guess we're all alone, really. Nobody knows what's inside of us. What makes us the way we are. Some people gotta die. They just ask you to kill them. Kid didn't ask for anything. Just a friend. I hate killing. After the first, it comes kind of easy. You gotta know these things, Virginia, you gotta know. Drink too much. Puts a shell around a man. Keeps people out, your guts in. Never killed a man that didn't ask for it. Never did, never did. Sometimes a man gets awful tired. Awful tired.
Well, Mr. Slade, I don't mean to take up your time, Mr. Slade, but I just wanted to tell you what a wonderful thing I think you're doing for Julesburg. You're a fine man, and we're grateful.
What's so fine about a killer, Mr. Farnsworth?
They'll be carrying the payrolls and maintenance money to every station between here and Salt Lake.
You ain't completely disregarding a guy by the name of Slade, are you?
I'm gonna make Slade's life so miserable, he'll wish he never heard of me.
You sure got a powerful hate for that fella, ain't you?
I'm gonna play with him a while like a cougar. Then I'm gonna tear him apart.
Heard you tried it once before. Heard tell he's got a mighty tough back.
Well, you heard wrong. It was a fair fight. Unless you're figuring on calling me a liar.
I don't believe nothing that I don't see.
Jules, appears to me we got enough trouble without fighting amongst ourselves.
That's up to the kid.
I can wait for trouble.
All right. Rube, you and the boys go on to Julesburg and ride the stage out. The rest of us will meet you halfway between Julesburg and Cold Springs. We'll grab the box and the horses and let Slade burn. I'll get going.
Hey.
Shot him in the back, but he came right back. He shot him in the back, but he came right back. Shot him in the back, but he came right back. Shot him in the back.
Where are they going?
None of your business, you old goat. Start rustling up some grub.
Hollis. You know those boys?
Yeah. Apprentice boys. Used to work out of St. Joe.
They're a little out of their territory, aren't they?
I guess maybe they thought it was healthier out this way, huh?
Maybe they thought wrong.
Some men come west to forget what they've been. Some come to look for gold. A man named Slade shot his way to good pay, but I hear that he's getting old. He's always been smart and quick on the draw, laid lots of bad men out cold. But there'll soon come a day when they'll cart him away, 'cause I hear Jack Slade's getting old. I hear Jack Slade's getting old.
You got a nice voice, son.
Thanks.
You boys go by the name of Prentice?
That's right.
There's a report around that you sometimes get a little careless with other people's property. I wouldn't like to believe that were true. Especially for the kid's sake.
You ain't believing any old gossip you hear, are you, Mr. Slade?
Just making a remark. Take it for what it's worth.
Thanks. Happens we're leaving by the afternoon stage.
That's real considerate of you, gentlemen.
But there'll soon come a day when they'll cart him away, 'cause I hear Jack Slade's getting old. He's always been smart and quick on the draw, laid lots of bad men out cold.
Just keep singing and keep your score down, kid. You'll live longer that way.
Dan!
Hello, Virginia.
Dan Traver! Oh, it's good to see you.
You're looking more beautiful than ever.
Oh, sorry. I forgot for a second I'm a married woman.
I'm glad you did.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on in. Can I fix you something to eat, drink?
No, not a thing. How's Jack?
Oh, fine. Just fine.
Anything wrong?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. He's changed so. More and more he lives inside himself.
I hear the townspeople are worried about him. Been getting a little rough. Drinking too much.
Well, sure he drinks too much. For over a year now, he stood up to some of the best gunfighters in the country. He kills and drinks and hates it. It's destroying him. And I don't know what to do about it.
What can you do about it?
Just go on loving him.
You're quite a woman, Virginia. I guess I've told you that before.
Yes, I guess you have.
Oh, I've got a contract Jack won't like, I'm afraid.
As an employee of Russell, Majors, and Waddell, I will never use profane language, nor will I drink intoxicating liquors. You expect him to sign that?
We can try.
You try. I'll fix dinner.
Alice, I got a job for you.
Yes, sir, Captain.
I want you to ride extra shotgun on the stage to Cold Springs.
You mean it? You mean I'm gonna ride shotgun?
I want you to keep an eye on the Prentice boys. See that they keep going. I don't want them in my division. If they leave that stage, I want to know where.
Don't you worry, Captain. I'll watch them.
How far you boys gone?
Our tickets read Green River. Why?
See that you use them up.
What does that mean, Mr. Slade?
It means I don't want you in my division.
You sure ain't at all sociable, are you, Jack?
Listen, son, I'll give you another piece of advice. Put as much distance between yourself and your brothers as you can. All right, Hollis.
Hello, Jack.
How are you, Judge?
Fine. I've been appointed to head up a sort of a citizens committee.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Some of the people around town are of the opinion that you've been getting a little high-handed lately.
Oh?
Well,
Go on.
we're deeply grateful for everything you've done here. But there have been occasions when you've been drinking, when innocent people have suffered. The committee has delegated me to ask you to sort of put the brakes on.
How long do you think I'd last if I didn't prove that I was as bad as the worst of them?
But whom are you trying to prove it to? Yourself?
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, sweetheart.
Dan's looking fit as a mule, isn't he, Jack?
Never looked better. What's for dinner?
Venison, you hungry?
I could eat a horse.
Just make sure it doesn't belong to the Overland Company, or Jack Slade will be after you.
You've done a great job, Jack.
Thanks.
Aren't you going to give him the contract?
What contract?
Oh, here. Read it.
Seems like everybody's concerned about my thirst. You got a pencil?
I've got one.
I don't mind the luxuries, but I'm not signing away the necessities.
Don't let it get too necessary.
You go to your church? I'll go to mine.
All right. I haven't much time. I've got to get on to Connie. Just wanted to say hello and tell you I think Jules is out gunning for you again.
Where is he?
He's been seen between Laramie and here. I heard he was headed this way.
You got any idea how many men he's got?
Not many, but I heard the Prentice boys were with him.
Prentice boys?
That's the report I got.
Well, they just rode out in the westbound stage. I got Hollis riding shotgun.
Jack.
I gotta get some men.
We better hurry.
Thought you were going to Kearney.
Kearney can wait.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
I always do. There it is. How is he?
Well, he's lost a lot of blood, but I think he'll pull through if we can get him to a doctor.
Dan, send a couple of boys back to town for some fresh horses and a doctor. Leave one here to watch the coach and Hollis.
Sure he won't need us?
He needs a doctor more. Hollis.
Captain? I knew you'd come.
Can you hold on? We're sending for a doctor.
Sure. Seems like they just can't
can't kill us off. Can they, Captain?
Apprentice boys?
And Jules.
How many?
7. Counting Jules.
Come on.
Here they come.
Sounds like Slade has found the way.
Yeah. Slade?
That's right, Pop.
Jack Slade?
Yeah, your old friend Jack Slade. You've been talking about him long enough. Come on, here's your chance to say hello.
I ain't lifting no gun agin him. I'm leaving.
What's that, Grandpa?
I said I ain't lifting.
Leave him alone, Jules. I got an idea.
It better be good.
Seeing he knows Slade so well, why don't we send him out to say hello to his friend?
Yeah, you got a head on you, kid.
Here they come.
Well, go on outside, Grandpa, and bid them welcome.
There won't be one of you living come dusk.
You won't be here to count us, Grandpa.
Jules! Come on out or we'll burn you out!
All right, Slade, I'm coming out, and I'm coming out shooting. Open the door.
That ain't Jules.
It looks like I just killed a man for Jules.
You just done me a big favor, Slade, and here's the payoff.
Peel. Go to the left. O'Brien. See if you can make that rock and get up on top and drop some fire on the roof. I'll go ahead and try and draw the fire.
It's too quiet out there. I don't like it.
The roof's burning.
Well, you got us into this. Now get us out.
Stop crying. We'll get out.
Yeah, Roof, stop crying. What, are you scared or something?
Sure, I'm scared. You would be too if you had any sense.
I ain't got no sense. You know that.
I ain't gonna burn. I'm going out.
Jules!
Tom! Tom. Tom. Hello, Jack. Tom, I didn't know. I see you're still carrying the old Colt. You've made a pretty good name with her, ain't you, Jack? Or maybe it's time to call you Joey. You always said it was Joey.
You got anything you want to say?
Looks like you're doing the talking.
I told you you didn't have a chance.
Guess maybe I don't believe everything I'm told. Do you?
Glass.
Yes, Mr. Slade.
Get out.
Go on, get out!
Mr. Slade, I'm not leaving.
Get out.
I once told you I thought you were a fine man, Mr. Slade. You reminded me there's nothing fine about a killer. You were right.
Get out.
I'm not breaking any law.
Fella gave me this gun a long time ago. I gave it back to him. Gave it back to him right in his stomach. Now, I'm a bad man.
Real bad, man.
Mr. Slade, don't you think you'd better go home?
I think you'd better mind your own business.
Yes, sir. I just thought that...
Well, don't think. Thinking's bad, very bad. The worst thing a man can do. No offense. I'll buy you a drink.
Hadn't you better get some rest, Mr. Slade? I don't think you should drink anymore.
Told you not to think!
Oh, he's on a good one this time.
How much longer are we going to stand for this?
You figuring on stopping?
The Citizens Committee will stop him.
10 little soldiers all in a row.
Please, Mr. Slade, don't shoot.
They set him up and I shoot him down. 22 of them now. All no good. Except one. Except one. And I'm the worst of the lot.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
My turn! Stephen, you've been playing with it. Mommy! Mommy!
Jack,
How's Alice?
he's just fine. Jack.
He was my friend, Richie. He was my friend and I killed him.
Dan told me. Try not to think about it.
I shoot at anything that moves. I should have waited.
Oh, you got to quit. I'm scared. Someday some gunfighter will be out to make a name for himself and shoot you down without a prayer. You got to quit.
Funny thing, I thought I could. I thought I could walk away from it. But that's all changed now.
Oh, nothing's changed, Jack.
Too big a score. Too far ahead. Gotta let him get even.
Oh, that's crazy talk. Tom would want you to stay alive.
Tom wanted to stay alive. And I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't. I wouldn't let him. Jack, I wouldn't.
Bad influence. Gentlemen, ladies. Gentlemen, please. We're assembled here in the interest of law and justice. Now, I understand your feelings, every one of them. Yours, Mr. and Mrs. Ward, very deeply. But we must meet the situation with calmness and clear thinking. Jack Slade has done this community a great service. Much greater than some of you are inclined to believe.
But Judge, I don't give him no license to keep...
Sir, no one has the license to perform any act harmful to this community. That is why we formed the Citizens Committee.
Judge Davidson,
Yes, Mrs. Ward.
my little girl was run down on the street today by a killer, a drunken killer. She may be crippled. I'm not cruel, Judge Davidson, but I won't forget it. Something's got to be done about him.
She's right, Judge. Judge, a man's property's not safe. His life isn't worth a plug nickel while Jack Slade's allowed to run loose.
He's an outlaw like all the rest, and I say hang him!
I say hang him, too. Judge, as a member of this committee, I demand that Mr. Travers remove Jack Slade from his job. He should be run out of town.
Put up with all the...
Well, Dan?
I guess I know Jack Slade better than anybody else. I know his strength, and I know his weakness. I'm not going to try to defend that weakness or dwell on that strength. You all know what his duties are. They're not easy. There isn't a minute of his time that's free of tension and danger. Never has a man so completely fulfilled his duty and so completely destroyed his own soul. And now it's my duty to tell Jack Slade we no longer need him. Now when he needs help, I've got to tell him we have no help to give him. I guess that's all. Will you go with me?
We tried to make them be reasonable, but...
What are you trying to tell me? Dan?
I've got to let Jack go. The people feel he's too dangerous to have around.
After all he's done for them?
The accident this afternoon set them off.
What accident?
Well, I thought you knew.
What accident?
He ran down the little ward girl. She's hurt pretty bad.
Is she going to be all right?
She may never walk again.
Let him get some rest. I'll tell him when he gets up.
Let him tell me now.
Jack.
Well?
Jack?
I'll tell him, Judge.
Yeah. You tell me.
I've got to let you go, Jack.
I heard. Anything else?
Yeah, there's one thing more. I think it's best that you leave town.
Dan, you can't ask him to do that.
I'm not asking him to do anything. I'm only delivering a message.
I got no job, no authority. Jack. But I'll stand up to anyone, gunfighter or not. Till the string runs out.
Jack, where are you going?
What do you want?
I want to see the little girl.
Why?
Tell her I'm sorry.
Well, she doesn't want to see you. Mr. Almighty,
It was an accident. I didn't see her.
there's a lot of things you can't see. You and the rest of them. You're blind. You're blind to everything but violence and drinking and murder.
She gonna be all right?
We hope she'll be all right. But no thanks to you.
Will you tell her I'm sorry?
Sorry. What good'll that do? This country'll be a lot better off when all you gunmen are dead and buried.
I understand I'm not welcome here anymore.
Speak up.
I'm giving the town back to you. To the outlaws, the gunfighters, and the riffraff. They'll be in your hair before you know it. Comb them out.
Keep your hands on the bar, Slade. Now turn around. Slow. Now I'm gonna watch you squirm for a while. Then I'm gonna kill you too dead to skin. Don't like to see a man drink alone. Go ahead. Reach for it. Oh, you're a bad man, Slade. You're even so bad you killed your old friend Tom Carter. For that, I'm gonna cut you in little pieces. Now, that's being real confident, ain't it? Go on, reach for it. Go on! Go on, reach for it. Reach for it! Yeah. He ain't gonna reach for it. Well, I'm getting tired of laughing at you. I'm even getting tired of looking at you. Jack, you're gonna give me a chance, ain't you? Please, Jack. Don't do it, Jack. Jack ain't gonna shoot me down in cold blood.
Keep talking.
Don't, Jack.
Piece by piece, Jules.
Please, Jack.
Jack! Stop!
Piece by piece, Jules.
Jack!
And here's one for Tom, Jules. Second button. Goodbye, Virginia.
Goodbye, Jack.
It's the day I told you about. Remember?
I know.
You belong here. I don't.
You'd better go now. They'll be looking for you.
Gentlemen, please, order! Jack Slade has left town. Isn't that enough? He won't be back. And I'll tell you this, some of you will live to regret it. Well, I'll tell you, if Jack Slade is let go, he'll become the scourge of the country. He's outside the law now, and he knows it. There's nothing to hold him back. I say hang him. Yeah. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Listen to me.
I gave Jack Slade the authority he's had, and I took it away from him. I'll bring him back for trial, but there'll be no talk of violence or lynching. And I'll shoot the first man who tries it.
You're his friend. How do we know you'll bring him back?
Because I am his friend. Jack! Dan? I've got to take you back for trial, Jack.
For what? Killing a snake?
No, Jack. You killed an innocent man. And you've got to stand trial for it.
Don't come any further.
You're coming in with me.
The next one will get you, Dan.
I'm coming after you, Jack. I'm listening.
I'm coming out. You call it.
I've got to get you to town.
Not going anywhere. You watch yourself. I'll be after you now. You chop me down. That sets you up.
So died Jack Slade, a man of violence, a builder of the empire to the west. He blazed his way across the Overland Trail and then faded away into the pages of history.